So folks, Jamaican-born former freelance model turned fashion show director and founder and chief executive officer of the Caribbean Fashion Collective, Xavier Walker, joins us from him there foreign and today's diaspora check-in. Xavier, well going? Morning, welcome to Smile, you good?
Good morning, everyone. What's up? Good morning, everybody. How everybody doing?
Yeah, man, we can't complain, man. Amazing to have you with us. Boy, you've achieved so much. But let's start from the start. Tell me about Jamaica and where you were and before you leave us and why you leave us and what you're doing. Tell me about that.
Boy, Jamaica never did rough. Like, as most people grew up in the country, my grandmother, my mother, but to be honest with you, I always have a country life, but me never know country boy for some reason. Like, me never like tail goat, me never like kill chicken, me never like a bush, like, me never like none of that. So, I always have a country life, but to me, I'm a city boy.
So what were your thoughts as you say, a country boy? What were you thinking? I want to leave this place to do what? Or I just want to leave this place?
I was a very rebellious child, to be honest with you. I'm not even lying to you. My mom and my grandma are watching right now. So yes, you're true to my talk. Like, I was a very rebellious kid. But one thing about me, I'm going to go get her. So the more you hit me down, the more I push for success. Living in the country was very humbling for me. And I think that's what makes me who I am today. So I wouldn't change it for anything. But to me, I was just not that country boy. I bring water and tie out. That was just not for me.
When the modeling thing started, and when did the idea about being a model start? Was it someone that just saw and said, no, man, but that man look like how me look, man, eh?
So it's so funny because at one point I moved to live in Xavier with my aunt. And then, of course, I was more exposed to different things. And I was like, okay, I want to be a model. But before I told my grandmother I want to be a lawyer, and she was like, to be honest with you, you're done. Lying off you. So I was like, okay, cool, move on to the next. I said, I want to be a model. She was like, oh, lazy man job. So grandma just knock it down every time. But I have a teacher, Mr. Minot, who decided, like, listen, if you want it, go for it. She found this at a newspaper. They were having like a casting in Kingston. I decided to went, and then that's where it started.
Yeah, so them just look at you and say, no, man, are you that? He's a model. That's it.
So my teacher, because I did a year over at Primavale High School in St. Mary. The name is already changed now.
Yeah.
And till you turn 18 while in high school, so I think you had a big shot. So nobody could have talked to me really, but of course people could have talked to me. So my teacher was like, you have this passion and you're dressed very nice and everything. So I think you should pursue for real. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she, most teachers would tell you to go be a lawyer, doctor, police, and whatever the case may be. But she was like, listen, that's what you want, go do for it. So Miss Minot is like, to me, every time I talk about this career, she played a very crucial role in my life.
All right, so you reached for it now, and what happened?
So I reached New York. I decided to migrate because most of my family is here, actually. So I decided to migrate here. And when I first, going to agencies, every single one said no. Everything, including the one I am currently signed with. They're like, no. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever the case may be. I did a year freelance, network here and there, and decided to start again fresh the following year. And the first agency I went to is called EMG Models, is the same agency I'm with right now. They told me yes, and I've been with them for ever since. Yeah. And from being a model for them, I was able to grow to something more, what I expected.
Is you that, brother? Are you there?
Yeah, that's actually me walking Fashion Week with a friend of mine. That designer is a friend of mine as well.
No, man, but that suit that we in, man.
And that's like a suit they do a very colorful still, but I like it.
So, what I know, so when you originally went and they turned you down, did they tell you why?
Oh no, they don't give an explanation. They just don't like you. It could be your height, it could be your teeth, it could be anything for you. If they don't like it, they don't like you.
Yeah, but
and then I could give explanation why.
But them don't tell you so you can improve in areas. I mean, maybe them tell you say you never walk so properly and stuff like that. So them never tell you nothing like that?
If you were signed with them, they will give you feedback.
Okay.
But I'm not signed with them. You don't know me. I don't know you. Why should I waste your breath on me? So they're like, no, it's going to be a no for today. And you just, move on to the next, because that's a part of the industry. No is something people here have to look at and say, okay, there's a yes coming soon. And that's what I had to do. Like, a lot of no's I got from all the top agencies, Wilhelmina, Elite, New Icon. They're like, no. And I was like, okay, eventually I will get a yes.
So
I did get a yes.
What do you think is different, was different when you went back, as opposed to when you went the first time?
My hair. My hair like yours in a never, but it's more spiky and use the sponge thing and rub it in and everything. And I decided to cut it low. Before I cut it off bald because of COVID, I decided to go bald. I low cut it, and then, you look like a young boy now, but it's all right. Fresh face. So let's give it a try. And honestly, it's been fun ever since. Ups and downs, but it's been fun.
All right. Tell me about the Caribbean Fashion Collective now. What's that about?
All right, so CFC, just for shortening, it's been a vision of mine for 4 years. I decided in my head I can't do it, but overall I've been producing shows and casting models for a friend of mine, and giving them all the exposure that to me my designers back home in the Caribbean needed. So we're in 2025, so 2024 I decided, listen, I'm going to go for it and push for it. So those two ladies are my co-founders, Norca and Stuella. I said to them, listen, I want to start this. I want to go for it. What you guys think? You want to come on board? They're like, sure, where do I sign? I'm like, the NDA first, then we can talk. And they decided to go ahead and push it. So, there's a lot of pushback there. But the first person who saw the vision was Essence Magazine and decided to give us an article. And ever since, the doors has been open.
Yeah. And as a casting director, what are you asked to do?
So for the show, I have to cast all the models for the designers and then create like a drive, for example, and the designers will go in and pick the models that they want to work for their collection. So I have to cast the models that fit. If you tell me you need model A, B, C, size, slim, size, big, whatever the case may be, I have to make sure I find those specifics. And then I have to reach out to all different agencies in New York. And then, of course, post on social media for like an open casting. And then everybody will flood the gates and, you pick from who you get.
Yeah. And you tell the people why you don't pick them?
We can't do that. But the good thing about casting is, you come and you go. If you don't hear from me, you just know, say, there's no get picked. There's no need for me to put on the conversation.
Where else can you go with this, or are you where you want to be?
And I said we want to go further. Like, we're also thinking in the near future to a Caribbean tour. Our first show was this past September for spring, summer. And trust me, the publication that we got, we were hoping we get it, but the fact that we got it was a huge accomplishment, like Elle Magazine, Harper's Bazaar. So we're happy to give that exposure to the designers, but we want to do more than just put on a fashion show, because everybody can do a fashion show now. So we're also trying to see how we can educate these designers about manufacturing. Like, where can you go to get your stuff manufactured? Like, who you need to speak to get your stuff in like Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom. So stuff like that. Yeah. So we're not just doing a fashion show and leave you and say, go buy, come back next year. We're also trying to educate you as time goes by.
So you're still modeling on top of all what you're doing, or you finished with the modeling part?
Well, I feel like it, to be honest with you. So we can bother sometime. I do have an agent, and she does submit me for stuff, and I was like, okay, sure, do it if the money look right. But otherwise, I'm more focused on the business perspective.
All right. Very impressed with what you've achieved thus far. Really, really impressed. Before you go, anyone you want here in Jamaica?
Oh, big up Armani. His birthday is today, so that's my nephew. Happy birthday, Armani. Hi, Merle. Hi, Mama Jace and Nayoka. Everybody else is there, and Herma, everybody. Happy Maggie, all I know. Happy, good morning. Happy birthday. Good morning.
Yeah. I'm very impressed. Thanks for spending some time with us this morning, and God bless you as you move on.
Thank you.
Happy holidays. All right?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Blessings. Former freelance model, fashion show director and founder, and chief executive of the Office of Caribbean Fashion Collective, Xavier Walker. That's it for our Diaspora Check-in.